Okay, let's talk about the fastest thing on Earth, something that never, ever waits for anyone. We're talking about the unstoppable horse of time. Let me ask you something. Straight up, if I offered you 1 crore rupees right now, but the catch is you don't wake up tomorrow, would you take it? I mean, seriously, think about it. Would anyone in their right mind say yes to that?
Of course not. And that right there is the whole point. This isn't really about your life, it's about the time that makes up your life. It means that your tomorrow morning, just waking up, is worth more than 100 crores. It's literally priceless. So if it's that valuable, why on earth do we treat it like it's cheap?
All right, so let's dig into that. What is the real value of time? Well, there's this incredible ancient concept that just nails it. It comes from the Atharvaveda, and it's called Kaal, the horse of time. Picture this, a magnificent, powerful horse running at a speed you can't even imagine, and it never, ever stops. For anyone. And it presents you with a simple choice, really. You can either jump on and ride it where you want to go, or you can just stand there on the sidelines and watch it disappear into the distance. And you know what? This idea is everywhere. I mean, even a fictional billionaire like Howard Stark, Tony Stark's dad, said it best. No amount of money ever bought a second of time. That's it. That's the truth. All the money in the world can't buy back 1 second you've wasted. And this is not some fantasy concept. This is the real deal. Just look at the people who've actually shaped our world. You've got Mahatma Gandhi, who valued his schedule more than a big, fame-boosting interview. Think about Abraham Lincoln. The guy was working on a farm, helping his dad, and studying all at the same time. And Warren Buffett? Come on, the guy was investing his time in business when he was 6 years old while other kids were just playing. What's the common thread here? They all chose to ride that horse of time. They didn't just watch it go by. Okay, let's put this into perspective. Every single day, when you wake up, you get a deposit into your account. It's not money, it's 86,400 seconds. And you have to think of it like currency, but it's a currency that's way, way more valuable than money. Because once it's spent, it is gone forever. You don't get a refund. So that leads to the big question, right? If this stuff is so valuable, why are we so good at wasting it? What are the biggest thieves stealing those 86,400 seconds from us every day? Well, it pretty much comes down to 2 big problems. On one hand, you have a lack of purpose. If you don't know where you're going, how can you possibly know where to invest your time, right? And on the other hand, you've got the distraction trap. We just get sucked into all this low-value entertainment that feels good for a minute, but doesn't get us anywhere. You know, there's this old, kind of cynical idea from history. It says that if you want to control a whole nation, you just have to do 2 things: keep their bellies full and their minds entertained. The Roman Empire called it bread and circuses. Keep them fed and distracted, and they won't cause any trouble. So, what's our circus today? Well, it's that endless, hypnotic scroll on your phone, isn't it? It's the binge-watching marathon on Netflix or Prime that eats up your entire weekend. These things are literally designed to keep us passive, entertained, and totally distracted from what's really important in our own lives. Let's actually calculate the cost here. Let's say you spend about 5 hours a day on social media. And hey, a lot of us do. That adds up to 150 hours a month. 150. If you were earning, say, 30,000 rupees a month, that's like throwing away over 4,000 rupees. But honestly, the real cost is so much bigger than that. Because the bottom line is this: the calculation isn't really about money. Who cares about the 4,000 rupees? The real price you're paying is with your 2 most precious, totally non-renewable resources, your time and your attention. Once those are gone, you can't get them back. Okay, so we've diagnosed the problem pretty clearly, but what's the solution? Well, out of all the productivity hacks and tricks out there, actual research from Harvard points to one single method that's more effective than anything else. So let's compare the old way of doing things versus the new way. We all know the classic to-do list, right? It's just this long, overwhelming list that gives you anxiety. You don't know where to start, so you procrastinate. Time boxing, on the other hand, is completely different. It forces you to give every single task its own specific home in your calendar. And that's it. The #1 hack, confirmed by Harvard research, is time boxing. This is the exact technique that guys like Elon Musk use to run like 5 companies at once? Instead of a vague list of what you need to do, you create a rock-solid plan for when you're going to do it. But hold on, time boxing only works if you know what to put in those boxes. It's not just about being busy. Your goals need to be smart. That means they have to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This simple framework gives every block of your time a clear purpose. Without it, you're just filling up a calendar to look busy. And hey, don't just take it from me. Listen to Bill Gates. He tells this story about seeing Warren Buffett's calendar for the first time, and he was blown away. Every single minute was packed, scheduled. Gates said, "That's the only way it works. That's not about being a workaholic, it's about being in control." And that really gets to the heart of it. You see, you don't find time. Nobody finds time. You have to make time. You pack your time with what actually matters. You literally make appointments with your own goals.
All right, so we've talked about how priceless time is. We've talked about the traps that steal it from us, and we've talked about the single best technique to take it back. So now it's your turn.
So here's your toolkit, your step-by-step guide to riding the horse of time. First, you have to truly, deeply believe that your time is priceless. Second, get real with yourself and identify your bread and circuses. What are the distractions that are stealing your life? Third, kill the to-do list. Just stop. Start boxing time in your calendar instead. And fourth, fuel that calendar with powerful, smart goals. You do that, you rule your calendar. And if you rule your calendar, you will rule your world. So I'm going to leave you with one final thought, one question. The next 30 minutes of your life are starting right now. What are you going to do with them? Are you going to let them just disappear? Or are you going to assign them a value that's actually worthy of the future you want? That horse of time, it's galloping past you this very second. So what's it going to be? Are you going to get on and ride?